Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're back.
You live in this?
This is live.
Live?
It's live in.
Live streaming?
We're living, we're live in.
I coined that. You live in this?
Yeah. We're here on, what is this? This is like, that's not Collins, is it? This is Collins.
This is A1A. This is Collins.
Yeah,
this is Harding. This is Harding.
This is Harding, yeah.
But it's going to turn into Collins very shortly. Right about now.
Yeah. And now. Oops, careful. Look at this guy. He's crazy. Oh. Careful, man. There's people here and children.
I'm trying to curse in Russian.
There's children and people. Where's my?
By the way, I have horrible road rage and I'm armed. I hope that's okay.
I also sometimes do.
Everything I just said is true.
The question is, where is my crud? Where's my crud? It's probably in my pocket.
Your cruddy
This charger for the car. Scheiße. Oh, that's bad. Whatever, I'll find it somewhere. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we were talking about in the beginning of the... Oh, there it is. Okay, fine. In the beginning, or in the last episode, in the previous episode, we were talking about... What were we talking about? The archetypes, right?
Yeah.
Jung's archetypes.
I think we'll leave that. We're talking directly about the archetypes.
Yeah.
I think the people have had it.
Yeah.
With the archetypes.
Yeah.
But it's important. You got to know the archetypes.
Yeah.
Just got to know. All right. If you want to be not a slave, you want to wake up.
Well, we were talking about just now, like how I'm a sports guy, and I also think that spectator sports should end. Like, we should only have like sports where participation sports is fine. Spectator sports where people go to a stadium, like in Greece and Rome, should end.
Yeah, because that's part of the conditioning
of the spectator.
Of being a spectator and not a participant.
Yeah, and like you're paying these guys like $20 million,
right,
like the basketball players,
you're
for
idolizing.
nothing.
You're
idolizing these people. Yeah.
You have these like heroes.
Yeah.
Right, which are mostly a lot of these guys are not such great people.
Yeah.
So you're basically idolizing them.
Yeah. You're
paying them more than. The classic example is, let's say we had good teachers. Let's just say, hypothetically, even though that's not the case.
Yeah.
Imagine we have these amazing teachers. They don't get paid as much as athletes, right?
Yep.
And so why is that? Because we idolize these scummy athletes rather than people who impart knowledge.
And then they give the money to China, the money that we give to them.
Yeah.
Like Mr. Jabron Lames, or as Mizrahi would say, first LeBron James, then heroin. Did I tell you that one?
Oh my God.
He said that. I almost plotzed when I heard him say that. He was like, "Oh, little kids." No, he's like, if you come to kids in Muncie, you ask the kids, who autograph do you want? Do you want LeBron James or Rav Steinman?
Mizrahi.
They think a little bit. They hesitate. They say Rav Steinman. And they come to the parents say, come on, what do you want from the little kids? Oh, don't tell me little kids. First, LeBron James, then heroin. Hilarious.
He's right. On that, listen, when he's right, he's right.
Yeah. This guy, our friend Chris Wood, says art with no merit should end. I don't know what that means. Art with no merit. Can you clarify what you mean by art?
Meaningless art?
I mean, we're here on, I guess, Collins, where they have Art Basel. And art with no merit. Some girls just got hit on. Nothing first on this lot. Dude, I used to come here. Oh my goodness, this is so different from actually not so different. Probably the same as what I remember.
This is a serious low point. And I'm glad I wasn't directly involved in this one. I had a couple of friends come here when I first moved here. This is before I got married. And so we were hanging out in South Beach. And then they were trying to meet up with these girls and that could work out. Yeah. And then my friends are the type of guys who will aggressively...
They will push,
hit on a girl.
Yeah. They are not, or they are?
They are.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So this poor girl was walking down the street, and my friends, they came up to her, and as they were approaching her, and I was kind of trailing behind, humiliated, these other dudes were approaching, right?
Oh, no.
And then And then by the time I actually caught up with them, because I spaced out, she's like, what, all of you? I'm like, no. And I kind of just like ran away.
Dude, I've been in a couple situations like that, and that's when I'm telling you, dude, I never was just the type to do any of that. Maybe like, if like a friend of mine already like talked some girl up, let's say in a bar for like 5 or 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and then he introduced, she has a friend, everybody, kind of like calmly and just kind of normally introduced, oh hi, this is Greg, like, okay, oh yeah, what's going on, oh nice to meet you, that's fine. But like just to come up to a girl like on the street, even in a bar, very rare for me, I don't know what it is. I had a friend who did that whole, that mystery method stuff and all that, and all that's, all this pickup artist stuff, PUA, all that stuff.
I have no idea.
Good, because you've been married since that time, since they were developing that.
I remember a book that.
So he sucked me into all that stuff to pick up.
Dude, I remember
women.
a book. Maybe this is what you're talking about. There's a book that they were selling.
The Game. You're talking about The Game?
No, I don't remember the name of the book. They were selling it at Urban Outfitters.
Okay.
And it was like this advice book about how to be the slimiest human being. Everything in that book was
something like that. Yeah.
Work out as much as possible.
Yeah.
The advice there?
How to like neg women. It's called negging. Like when you like make fun of women, but it's like a cocky comedy. This nonsense.
It could be. I remember one of the tips was mess around with married women.
Oh my God.
As practice.
No, that's not. Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
It's definitely not even in those books. But yeah.
It's really.
Why are we driving around here again?
Wait, I don't know.
So that Frank. No, I'm just kidding. That Frank could.
I don't know, scenery, I guess. Look, lights.
I feel like
there's
I'm in.
Birds, there's squirrels,
there's squirrels, there's rocks. I'll take 2 for ticket. I feel like I'm in Grand Theft Auto right now in this whole town. Every time I come here.
This one guy. I was standing outside of Shul with him, and this is like years ago. He's a character. He's not really, he's not from guy, whatever. Yeah. And these 2 college girls were walking by, and he's like, "I'll have a little column A and a little column B."
Lord.
He's like this old dude, he uses this old language.
Yeah. Sometimes I wonder, like, I don't know.
We should bring back really goofy, stupid, cartoonish like reactions to hot broads.
Yeah.
Like swing, or like Bugs Bunny, like he thinks
like what's this guy's name? Inspector Gadget. Like spring up and spring out. Yeah, the eyes pop out.
Eyes do these outtakes.
No, it's just like it's
like auga, like cartoonish. Auga.
It's like to the level of ridiculousness. Okay, dude, we're going towards Nikki Beach Club. Did I tell you the story of Nikki Beach Club? When I went, I pretended to be the owner of Cielo.
Yes, you've mentioned this.
I told you the story. And they knew I wasn't, and they were like, "Oh, okay." So
the lady, she
gave me like a free ticket.
She's like, "I know what you're trying to do."
She just gave me a free. She's like, you don't get the VIP. You just get like general.
That was your Tommy Boy moment. That was your
probably,
shrimp.
Probably.
What was it the shrimp?
Tommy went wingy. Yeah. And then my friend was like, you see when you're like on your like what did he tell him in the movie where he's like
shrimp cocktail.
Where you were relaxed, and you were this, and you sold. You didn't. You were like totally, whatever. You were yourself and relaxed and whatever. Ooh, wings, sandwiches. There you go. Tommy went wingy.
Tommy went wingy.
Oh my God. This place, I have not been in this neighborhood since 2000, and so I ran into the guy who used to be the bouncer right at that cafe. He used to be the bouncer of Sullivan Room. Yeah. He used to, I guess, work there as well. Dude, I haven't been in this neighborhood since 2009. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Yeah, 2009. I haven't been down here. I've been south of Lincoln Road since 2009.
Oh, we're going south.
We're going to towards Nikki Beach. It's still there, Nikki Beach Club, right? They still have it.
Nikki Beach Club is just a section of the beach.
I know, but there's they'll have like DJs there. It's not like just a.
According to Al Gore, it shouldn't be there.
Why is that?
And yet, because of global warming.
They all have beachfront property, interestingly enough. So they're all waiting to be whisked away into Atlantis, according to them.
Yeah.
Am I wrong? Am I right?
I think that they're all hooked up in Antarctica.
God.
They all got condos in Antarctica.
What a bunch of clowns. Chesterfield. I think upstairs on the roof there was a party that I went to here. Everything, I'm like, things are coming back to me right now.
I heard that one of these clubs, like, you go inside.
It's like a weird.
They have that Blade blood party, you know, like that.
Blade. Oh my god! Oh dear lord! Oh my god! Oh look, Armani Exchange.
I didn't hear that at all.
All the Russians go here, probably.
But if you go to New Orleans and you walk around, kind of like the historic, with just really the whole city.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And honestly, dude, you get the feeling, like. Because you have all these like really old stately manners. Yeah. It's just walking down the street, you know?
Yeah.
You feel like a door will open and suck you into one of those Blade blood parties.
Yeah.
New Orleans is a creepy place, but charming somehow at the same time.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know. Like, I see some of these people here. It's like... so crazy. I feel like everybody's like an NPC.
They're just people.
No, I know, but they're like, I feel like they're all NPCs. Like, you know, like Matrix NPCs people. Just like crazy.
God, I spent so much time here doing Uber.
Oh, really?
So,
this is where you picked up that girl, the leftist?
No, that was an Aventura. No, this is... I don't know why.
This was like crazy, probably.
Every transsexual person that I got into my car, when he's already laughing just because I said transsexual. That is.
I can just imagine you with these people in your car.
No. I was very nice, but like I
know you're nice. You're probably like petrified. Of course you were nice.
I'm not petrified.
You were like.
I'm not petrified. Not even a little bit.
Okay.
What's there to be petrified?
I don't know.
So I noticed something.
Yeah.
Like. 8 out of 10 will slam the shit out of your car door when they walk out. And they're unhinged.
Because they're men.
No. It's just this unhinged.
Yeah, energy.
Dude, I pick up like.
What are they, drunk or something on drugs?
No, they're just like, I don't know what the hell it is.
Yeah.
But there's like a thing when they slam your car door, and sometimes I want to fight.
Yeah.
And it's going to look weird if
you want to fight them. Yeah.
I want to not fight them, I want to beat them.
Yeah.
Because they're damaging my car for no reason.
It's a man, bro. It's a man, baby.
It's a man, baby. No, but it's not because they're men.
I understand.
I can pick up a normal guy.
I'm just saying, there would be nothing wrong with you fighting because you're fighting a man. You're not fighting a woman. It looks like a woman far away. It's a man.
I have no problem with that, but it's not going to look good.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen,
no, I mean, like...
Ladies and gentlemen, we say these things on this program. We don't care. If Facebook has a problem, you all solve it. Check out
but I think
something.
You notice how Greg is saying that though? Greg, I'm going to pull you through the mud here a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Greg is saying that because he cares a little bit.
Yeah.
Because he even thought, maybe I should say that, I care so little, I didn't even think to apologize for possibly offending. I'm personally hoping you get offended.
That's right.
Please.
Yeah.
It's good for you.
Yeah. Exactly. What does that say? Take care. Is that a Vax? Take care of our city. Oh no, it's not a Vax. Have you seen any Vax Schmax advertisements in this city, like in New York? Go get whatever. You don't see that much of that here. Right?
I have no.
I feel like DeSantis is just like, no, screw all that.
I'm trying to open my heart to DeSantis, and it's happening.
What's the issue with you and DeSantis?
I have a trust issue with everybody.
Yeah.
And I had my initial sense of him was that he was a rhino.
He's not. He has his own things. He's not in direct. He's not like always lockstep. Like halacha chassid of Trump. He's not.
No, I mean I get a little bit of a neo-Conish vibe from him. A little bit.
It's more not a neo. Listen, the guy's a military guy. What do you want from him? All the military guys will give you a neo-Conish vibe.
No, why?
He's a Navy guy.
So what? What, you don't have normal Navy guys?
It's not, no, you do. It's not a neo-Conish vibe. It's just a neo-con. It's a Republican vibe.
A neo-con is someone who's going to go fight somebody else's war
he's not
to make the military-industrial complex
He's not into that because he curses out. Not curses out, but he like throws out media. He's like, I'm not going to do what you want me to do and all this. He like challenges these people to their face. Like he's not.
Dude, when it comes to like these politicians, I'm like a paranoid black dude.
I hear.
Who doesn't trust white people.
Of course.
You know?
I hear you.
He's like,
I feel you.
I can't remember whose line this was.
Yeah.
Right? But it's like, he's like, oh, my uncle, right? He's like racist against white people, hates white people, married a white lady, right? And then I hear his wife sometimes saying, but I'm white. Like, well, what? How do you explain me? He goes, bitch, sleeping with the enemy. Who cares? That's what I'm like. That's what I'm like, except with politicians.
That's absolutely hilarious. See, this is already like a nicer part. This is the neighborhood that has its own magazine called Ocean Drive.
This is south of 5th.
You know, there's a magazine called Ocean Drive.
This is called SOFO.
Yeah.
South of 5th.
Yeah.
SOF.
Yeah.
I don't know what the second O is about.
So this neighborhood, guys, is so wealthy that it has its own magazine, circular, whatever, called Ocean Drive. This is Ocean Drive, right?
This is no.
This is still no. What is this?
This is still Collins.
Oh, this is Collins. Okay. Ocean Drive is there.
Yeah,
oh yeah, so we're going around.
We're gonna go.
Yeah, we're going Ocean Drive. Yeah, so this is like where they filmed the what is it called? What do they call that? The Birdcage. This whole neighborhood. They filmed Birdcage here with Mr. Robin Williams and what's the other guy? No, what's the other name of the other?
Nathan Lane.
Yeah.
Dude, can I tell you a bizarre story? I don't know why I'm saying this.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the times I was doing Uber,
mm-hmm.
right? I picked up a girl in Aventura to drive her somewhere.
Yeah.
Perverts, relax, periods. Okay? And she was absolutely breathtaking.
Yeah.
Like, it was annoying. She was so beautiful, it was annoying.
Yeah.
And she, like, I noticed she was, like, apprehensive at first. I was super tired. I was just fed up with things in general.
Yeah.
And, but we got to talking, we had a nice conversation, and then she was surprised, and I was wondering, why is she, like, surprised? And it occurred to me, I'm not giving her any vibes of what she's used to.
Yeah.
She's used to guys getting nervous at how beautiful she is.
Yeah.
And then we're trying to do something about it. She sees the thought process in their head. Yeah. She can kind of see it.
Yeah.
That wasn't happening with me.
Yeah.
And so I was wondering if that's really what she's thinking. Yeah. So I'm driving her all the way to here. That's why I'm thinking about
this girl. Okay, fine.
I was dropping her at a club. She was like dressed for,
success.
She was dressed for success. And she's like, I'm hungry. I was like, well, what do you want? She's like, I don't know. I was like, you want that pizza? I pop it.
These girls basically get whatever they want, whenever they want, kind of situation.
No, she was like, I'm hungry. She said it nice. She wasn't like a bitch about it. Yeah. So I was like, all right, you want the pizza? All right. And then she's like, I was like, would you mind not eating
in the car?
In the car, we just like, I'm sorry. I just, this is a lease, and I can't, the oil you can't get out because it's not one of their seats. Yeah. And she's like, yeah, no problem. Yeah. So I dropped her off after she ate her slice. Yeah. She tipped me $200.
What?
You saw that? It was a firework.
That's very cool. Dude, listen, can I call our friend while on air? She wants to plan out tomorrow. I'd like to call her.
Who?
Esther. No, because she wanted.
Right.
Maybe I can plug her.
Are you sure? She may not want to be live on Facebook.
She's always asking to be on it. Hey, I just want to let you know that you're live on. We're like filming on Facebook. We're in the car driving around, me and Ephraim.
Oh wait, it's blocked up.
Okay, so I don't want to be live right now.
Oh, okay, fine.
When you're done being live for me, okay?
Alrighty, it will be like in a couple hours, just FYI, unless you're.
Okay, I'll give you a voice note. I have a meeting 10:30.
Okay.
I'm gonna be there from 10:30 to 12.
Okay. So let's touch base after you're done with tomorrow. Cool.
Well, not done. Let's meet there.
Okay. Okay. So.
There, like 11:30.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Cool. There. Yeah. All right, that was quick. See, that's a good. So people, it's a good way to, when you're on air, to make these things short. Yeah. Just go on air. Yeah. If I wasn't on air, this conversation would have been like 20 minutes, and you would have been included in the conversation.
Yeah, man.
And ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah. Anyway, back to your So basically.
That was that was the whole story.
That's it. That's a tweet, as we say.
That is, and I was thinking, and I was like wondering, I was like, the fact that I.
By the way, why couldn't you drive all the way up? Oh, that was the end of Ocean Drive. Oh, that's it. Okay.
Yeah, I forgot.
Fine.
That they actually blocked it off now.
Oh, okay.
COVID somehow.
Really?
Because they put
we can't do a Tony Montana to Cuba?
If you see a parking spot,
Oh man. Oh, we could just and then what? Would you want to walk around?
We can walk around. We can get stabbed. We can get robbed.
We can get stabbed.
We can get raped all in one night.
I mean, I got a mic. I look like a weirdo with a mic and like a thing walking around, whatever.
I got a gun. I got a knife in my pocket that's bigger than.
Yeah.
This.
Oh, that's a knife. That's not a knife.
Yeah.
This is a knife.
I was hoping not to use it on a human, but listen, you gotta live, right? Sometimes you gotta.
Why don't we just drive up like Collins?
We're on.
No, I mean like drive up it, and just keep like drive, and then we'll drive to downtown.
We could do that too.
Do that.
We'll drive up. We'll go like this. We'll go as far as Sunny Isles. And turn around.
Could do that, yeah. Do that.
Right. So basically, here's just the final thought on that story.
Yeah.
Now, I'm definitely, a sucker for a pretty face, just like the next guy.
Yeah.
But on that particular night, I was extremely fed up. And when I saw her, I immediately thought, there's nothing good about you. Yeah. You're going to be just like just like all of them. There's nothing. Yes. I'm not going to fall for this.
It's like the women that talk about the guys that they're just like the rest of them. It's just like the rest. They're all.
But women literally are.
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna turn into a nightmare. Yeah. Just like immediately, literally every other woman.
Yeah.
I'm not falling for this lady. All right. That's what was going on in my head. Yeah. And then apparently that thought process got me a $200 tip. So
nice.
There you go.
Dude, that's incredible.
I think that's a confirmation of my thoughts that they were correct.
Man, if only they all gave $200 tips like that. You whore! Sinner. Right. Sinner.
You little... Yeah. Remember he's like, what was that movie, Chuck and Larry?
Yes.
David Spade is really disgusting in that. He's like, he plays this like, he was dressed like this little gay guy.
Yeah.
Wearing, he's like a fireman. Like a sexy fireman kind of thing. It's really gross. Yeah. And then Adam Sandler comes up to him and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were someone else." He goes, "What? It's okay, come." And he's like, "No, I gotta go." He goes, "You little tease, you whore."
That's funny. Man,
that was a gross movie.
This neighborhood, I don't know. It's so. I'm like having a weird. Oh, watch out! This guy's backing up. Looks like he's back. Oh, that guy's trying to park. Well, you don't even look like you care.
I don't have anywhere to go. The guy.
Oh, the guy behind you.
A little bit.
Well, I mean, he's pulling. Oh, he's pulling up. Okay. It's like everybody's just gonna bump into each other.
No, you're not gonna drive on Collins Avenue at this time. You're not gonna fly.
Yeah.
This is about sightseeing.
No, that's fine.
Seeing the sights.
Essex House. I think I was gonna stay here. I think I did stay here one time. I think I did for Winter Music Conference.
Yeah. He's like, this guy stopped right in front of us. He's like,
dude,
yo, I got warrants, man.
It's you got what?
He's like, I got warrants.
Oh, warrants.
Turn around,
this guy. I got warrants.
There's a cop right
there. Yeah, I got warrants.
I got warrants.
What the hell? I must have stayed in one of these hotels for sure. Tudor or one of these guys. Oh man.
I had a friend say that to me one time.
Nostalgia. No. What? That he had warrants?
Yeah.
And he literally had warrants?
Yeah, he literally had warrants.
Of course he did. It's all these Brooklyn Russian guys. They all have like some kind of stuff going on. It's like, I don't know.
Actually,
you ever go to like?
I can't remember if he was Albanian or Greek.
Did you ever go to like Caesar's Bay at night and just watch people do like kind of like a poor man's Tokyo Drift?
No.
Thing. They do that over there.
Caesar's Bay.
Yeah.
Do you understand? I haven't heard that
word.
Phrase.
Yeah. Oops.
I haven't heard that phrase in a long time.
I flipped my
Caesar's Bay Bazaar. I used to want to go there because of Toys R Us.
Toys R Us. We call it Toys R Us. Toys Zaraza is like a no.
Sounds like a Spanish gang.
Toy parasite, yeah.
La Raza.
La Raza, yeah. That's the organization that gets all the people through the border. La Raza. Literally, it's called the race.
Yeah.
The racists. The racistas.
La Raza.
I mean, it's so amazing, man. It's so amazing.
They're always guilty of what they accuse us of.
Yeah. I write that to people all the time on Twitter. I'm just like, you are what you accuse. You know how many people blocked me just from, they didn't even respond. They just blocked me when I say that to them. I'm like, you are guilty of what you accuse others of being. This is you. Look in the mirror. Thank you very much. Projection.
Sustained.
Objection, projection. Sustained. hilarious. The people are hilarious.
I don't agree.
So, what did I want to ask you? I want to ask something about...
And you know how much I don't like not agreeing with you.
You don't agree about what? That the people are hilarious?
People
They're, it's like dark humor, you know?
Sardonic.
Yeah.
Sardonic. I think that's what it's called, dark humor.
What else is here that's interesting to look at? Besides the, you know what I'm talking about.
There's nothing, man. I told Greg earlier. I'm not gonna say. I don't have to say everything. Look, we're truth fanatics.
Oh, I was sitting in a seafood restaurant with these girls, like friends of ours. Like we went to a music conference, and they offered. This is one of the girls that told me that I should move to Israel. That she lived in Israel, but she's not Jewish. And then it's just crazy. And then her, because her uncle was Jewish, so this girl offered me shrimp and lobster at this restaurant around here.
It's disgusting.
And I oh no, one of them was like, oh, I forgot he's kosher, and she she kept reminding her friend that I'm kosher. What's going on over here? It's like there's like a thing. It's one thing. It's you're not sneeze according to even forget about Orthodox. I'm talking about just this is already like to the point of like
you're not sneezed according to Playboy.
Like yeah, they want you to see a certain part on the street. Like of their body.
Yeah, like Hugh Hefner would be like, this is just,
why do you?
I am personally offended.
It doesn't.
No class, lady. No class.
It just kind of like it takes out all the. It's like it does. It's not even. Actually, we're saying in Russian. Даже не интересно.
Larry Flint you would make Larry Flint blush.
It's not even interesting. It's just not interesting. Like the girl.
I object. It's interesting.
It's quite interesting.
Let's not get crazy.
It's not interesting. It's just not. It's not
interesting.
No, it's just not. How should I don't want to use the word intriguing. It's just there's nothing to. There's no work to do. You know what I mean?
Can I compare it to something?
Yeah.
This is.
My friend Chris Woods is laughing at us or with us. Who knows? Anyway,
hopefully, well, probably at us, but hopefully with us.
Yeah.
At least to some extent.
Yeah.
All right. I heard Rabbi Kessin explain about how angels can be manipulated.
Manipulated. Or manipulative.
Manipulated.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm not gonna. Well, he didn't explain the formula.
And here are Russians. You can look at people.
Thank you for ignoring my.
And you can. I'm sorry. I saw like I'm look at somebody. You're like they are Russians or Syrian. Anyway, go on.
Russians or Syrian, really?
Angels can be manipulated.
Well, Rabbi Kessin was explaining angels can be manipulated. There's instructions. You can whatever you can do it. Okay? It's like a science. Okay.
Yeah.
However, they don't appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because what you're doing is you are entering into their programming, and you are temporarily adjusting their program, and they don't like that.
Yeah.
So Rabbi Kessin, he's like word of warning.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna do it, you gotta be mega holy.
Yeah.
You gotta be the kind of guy
You're saying when you go into the wiring, you're basically saying.
When you go into the wiring and mess with an angel's programming.
Yeah.
Because remember, an angel's programmed to do God's will.
Yeah.
Right? If you go and you mess with that, you better have a damn good reason, and you better have God's blessing to do so. Because after the angel kind of snaps out of it and be like, what the... Right? Yeah. He's going to look into you. He's going to take a very close look at you. And if you're not up to snuff, you're dead. They're going to kill you.
Yeah.
That's how it was explained to me by Rabbi Kessin and also others. Yeah. Angels are not nice. Yeah. They're kind of like pricks, basically.
Yeah.
You know, they're fanatics.
Yeah. Look at this guy, Mr.
There's not much to talk to.
Mr. What?
Okay, so here's why I'm bringing this up.
Okay.
Women do similar things to us.
Mm-hmm. They manipulate us.
To men. No, but what I'm saying is like this. Like, sometimes you guys don't play fair because you can easily get into our programming. Because you know we're programmed. Yeah. Like, even if we don't like you, what the hell?
Esther just wrote to us, maybe I should join your Facebook Live discussion. What are you guys talking about? I can talk in 15.
I don't know if she wants to do that in this particular part of the discussion, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
If we grow up at any point. Anyway, especially right now. No, but my point is like this. So when women, when they got like nothing going on in terms of in their head or what to say, in terms of personality. So they reveal their body.
Yeah.
And we're programmed to automatically respond to that. There's nothing we can do.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like, it's similar to messing with somebody's programming. You're not being fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, that's true.
So once we snap out of it, we don't like you.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But
it's called post something clarity.
Yeah. Okay. Like
that's a term that they use in the field, as we say.
So the only saving grace is that I think most women are not they're not 100% conscious of the fact that they are doing that. They're not like the evil, the Thule, these secret societies that use archetypes.
Yeah.
Right? They're doing it like precision with precision.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They're just kind of whatever. They're like this seems to work.
Yeah.
When all else fails.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the only so why are we programmed that way?
Basically, approval. That's really it.
Because there would be no people.
There would be no people. But the question is, it seems like obviously there's been a how should I put this? There's a bug in the system in terms of, it's gotten to the point where it's just these women think that it's all about that. They're not even developing their intellect. Like, these generations upon generations are not developing their intellect and their midot, so that it's just all about, appearance, basically.
Yeah.
And clearly Hashem doesn't want that. You know what I mean?
Do you know that?
And it seems like it's also like that in the frum world, where the men end up objectifying the women, and the women think it's all about appearance and just whatever, how they are as like housewife and mother, all this kind of stuff.
I'm not going to say that's what it's like in the frum world.
It's very common, more common than it is, dude. No. For me,
sometimes look, what I think you're talking about is that it's something that happens every now and then, but every now and then in the frum world stands out tremendously.
It's not every now and then. It's certain communities. It's certain even in the let's say yeshivish community, you'll find that.
I don't know.
Maybe not in the modern Orthodox.
That's not my experience.
I understand. I'm saying Chabad is a little different, but even Chabad.
I grew up in Flatbush.
I get it.
I know Litvish guys. I know modern guys. Syrians.
Yeah.
Actually, my neighborhood is Syrian.
No, I hear.
Okay.
I hear.
Maybe it's a little bit, the.
I don't know. I guess I stepped into when I became from, I felt like I stepped into the Stepford Wives environment, very much so.
I don't know. I mean, it's just
depending on where you go.
I think you just got into a clique. This one
It's not a clique. It's just it's not a clique. It's just different places I've been, and I guess I don't know. It's very. I guess it depends where you go. I don't know.
You know where we're going?
Where we're going?
We're going to Brighton.
Where we're going?
We're going to the Brighton
of Miami.
Or the Sheepshead Bay of Miami.
Sheepshead Bay. Yeah. A lot of Russians.
We're going
Sanya Isles. We go to Sanya Isles.
We're going to.
Sanya Isles is what, like 90 something, 80 something?
Sanya Isles is 170.
Oh wow, we're going that far up.
Yeah, we're gonna pass. On the way there, we're gonna pass Surfside, Bal Harbor.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go over a little bridge.
Yeah.
We're gonna start heading.
It was like 30 minutes from here, right?
You're not even gonna notice it.
Huh. You won't even notice it. It's not even there. It doesn't even exist.
And like that, it's gone.
They've been invaded by Putin. Yes.
And like that, it's gone.
It's like
let's talk about Goonies.
Oh yeah, so let's talk about that. Yeah. So
no segue.
So you wanted to tell me about
Goonies is a special movie.
It is a special movie.
And Greg recently watched the whole thing.
For the first time.
Yeah.
Taste it again for the first time.
And I watched it for about the 1000th time.
Yeah.
That may be true, actually. It could have. I may have actually watched. People say that. Oh, I watched it 1,000 times.
Yeah.
I may have actually seen this movie several hundred times.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
1,000? I don't know.
Yeah. Definitely 500.
More than 500. No.
Really?
Yeah. I've seen it a lot.
That's crazy. So what are you like looking for things that you didn't see in the previous?
No. It was on so often, and then sometimes. I remember this one time where I was watching it with people, who
didn't understand, who didn't really appreciate it the way that you do.
No, I just they were just watching it. You know what I mean? I think it was playing in summer camp a lot in the TV room a bunch of times, and then I saw it like on a movie screen.
What would you say it was? What would you say was the best experience of watching? Like, at what age was that you watched it and you were like, it was the best?
It was the best
experience of watching that movie.
I must have been, let's see, 7.
Wow.
I remember it like really, really clearly because I watched that movie because my brother and my dad rented Goonies and Pee-wee's Big Adventure, and it was from the video store across the street from my house on Coney Island Avenue, which closed down. But I have a very key memory, and it was like the same year that my parents bought their first car, new car in America. Yeah. In it was actually 86. It was.
He's running the orange light. Anyway,
we made it. For Miami, that's good enough. So, yeah, man. No, it's a very special movie. Yeah. So I was thinking, like, every movie, without exception, is all about, it's filled with archetypes, right? Yeah. But you see, there's an interesting thing going on, because whatever the filmmaker is trying to accomplish, that's one layer. Okay? But God is also using every movie or every one of those type of things as a communication too. Yeah. If you look deeper into it, you can see past what the filmmaker is trying to communicate, and you could actually see what God is trying to communicate that the filmmaker may not be conscious of, because you'd have to be kind of like exposed to Torah ideas and really think about them, hashkafa, right? And really kind of like spend your day thinking about them to kind of begin to see that stuff everywhere. So this is how I'm looking into, and I think this is what we're supposed to do. This is about like elevating the idea of elevating the sparks, right? Yeah. So the Goonies have sparks, I believe. Okay, and I think it's about Moshiach. Okay, you got to know the movie a little bit to understand. So the basic plot is there's a neighborhood in the city called Astoria, which is in Oregon. Yeah. Okay, it's beautiful, quaint little town, old town. Yeah. Right? You have all these like cute little historic houses, and it's really nice. Yeah. And you have like several families, and they're not rich people. Yeah. Okay. Like middle class, I guess you could say. Not even, just barely making it. Scraping by basically. But nice, happy families. Okay. And the neighborhood that they call their neighborhood the Goondocks. Yeah. Anybody from the Goondocks is a Goonie. Yeah. That's where they get that name. Or at some point in the movie, they call them not Goonie, they call them the Goobers. That's what the funny thing about that is that that's not really what anybody calls them, except that that old police guy who gets it wrong. Yeah. He's like cops. I always thought it was called the Goonies because it's like, like the Gremlins. So I never saw the movie, so I thought it was like, Gremlins, Goonies, like you thought they were scary little people. Creatures? Yeah, I thought the kids were, I don't know, I thought the bad guys were the Goonies. Yeah, some creatures are scaring the kids or something. I don't know. I didn't know what the plot of the movie was. There's a movie called Ghoulies. Ghoulies, yeah. That's why I was confused. I was like, what the hell? That was probably just a rip-off of the Gremlins. Yeah. Gremlins. I like that title. Gremlins: The New Batch. So Gremlins 2. You know what Gremlins is, right? Gremlins is malfunctions in military aircraft. Yeah. Stop. Oh yeah. Oh man. Yeah, they're like on the side of wings and stuff. Oh wow, what the flip? Oh my goodness. That's a bad accident. Oh my goodness. Damn. Oh, Rafur Shlema. Yeah. Goonie Googles. It's a Goonie Google. Goonie Google. That's Gus. Goonie Google, Gus. Your wife now, she's a Bigfoot, Gus. She's a Bigfoot. Yeah. And they come up, and the MF come up with fish. And they say, Goonie Google. She put her head in the water, Gus. She come up with fish.
And they come with and the MFers come up with fish. That's not a. It's your wife's a Puerto Rican. Goody, what did you say? What did you say?
Not Puerto Rican.
I speak Spanish.
She's a Bigfoot.
Goody Google. That's all I heard.
She don't speak Spanish, Gus.
All right, so you were saying about
Yeah. So these kids, they live in a small town. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, you have the the kind of traditionally, if this were like 15 years ago, you'd have people say, oh, you have these like the rich white preppies.
Yeah.
Right? They're they're trying to buy up the property, right? Because they want to build another country club, golf, right? There's an evil rich white people, stuff like that. Even though
this is happening to white people, so it's
even though this is basically
it's white on white violence.
And a Chinese kid.
Data.
Right? So okay. So but now you would say that those country club people who are trying to foreclose on the property, those are like, the elitists in Washington.
Yeah,
they look like Democrats.
Yeah, that's what they look like, those like limousine liberals.
Yeah. Right? So
they for sure didn't smell like Republicans.
They look like what? Like seriously, like
waspy Dems.
Right, like Troy and his father.
Yeah.
They look like
Hillary.
They look
Hillary's
like,
husbands.
They look like swamp creatures.
Yeah.
Just like DC swamp creatures.
Yeah. The way they operate, the way they,
Yeah. Is your mommy home?
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh my God.
So.
Yeah. Yeah. The conservatives don't talk like that. I'm sorry.
You know Josh Brolin?
Yeah.
The guy who played the older brother?
Yeah.
He was like, I don't know, a couple of years ago, recently, on some talk show.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, people come up to me and they're like, they're like, oh, you were Sloth. I'm like, I'm not Sloth. I was Friend.
Yeah.
Because I'm old and gnarly now.
Yeah.
Right? Anybody who says gnarly is, they're from California. They can't not be.
Yeah. Gnarly, dude.
You know what gnarly means, right?
Like kind of mangled, like
messed up.
Yeah,
It's like effed up. I used to think it just meant awesome.
Yeah, I thought it was like the with the surfers.
Because the surfer guy, was gnarly.
Yeah.
But anyway,
no, you were saying about the Goonies.
Yeah. So you have these kids, and they want to save their town. Now, Mikey, okay, he's the leader. He's one of the little kids, but he's really the leader of the entire group.
Yeah.
Why? Because he has a vision, and he plays the innocent archetype.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
But also the sage.
Yeah.
And the hero.
Yeah.
He's the hero, the sage, but he's borrowing the sage archetype because his father is the museum curator. He's the curator of the local town museum, the historic, the Astoria Museum. Okay, so Astoria has like a pirate history. Like early on, there was a famous pirate hideout there because this town is right on the coast of on the beautiful Oregon coast, and they have these giant coves. I don't know if you guys could picture like the west coast, the northwest coast of the United States, but go on the beach, and when you go out on the water, you see like these like big rocky kind of like hill looking things that are way out in the water, like rocky cliffs in the water, but they're like they're shaped like kind of like hills or whatever. Okay, those are the coves, right? And it's full. The whole coast is full of them. It's beautiful. So Astoria is on one of those beaches. Yeah. So anyway, it's really cool. So because their father is the curator, they go up to the attic where he holds a lot of the museum stuff because the museum is kind of small and they don't have a lot of storage space, so they use their attic for storage. Okay, and they have all that history about the pirate stuff is up in the attic. Yeah. Okay, and it's like when you go up there, it's like this kind of like beautiful, mysterious vibe. It's very exciting. Yeah. The attic of that house in that movie is like it's like the dream place of that movie. That's where like all the that mystical, mysterious feeling occurs. Like that attic is the most important part of the movie. Yeah. Okay. Without the attic, nothing makes sense. Yeah. And Mikey, he carries that addict feeling with him throughout the movie. Yeah. He's the visionary. He's the one motivated. He understands, first of all, he understands what needs to be done. Yeah. Everybody else is kind of like a little bit in their own world. Yeah. Right? Yeah. They want to come along, they want to have fun, but Mikey has a vision. Yeah. He wants to save his family home. Yeah. How's he going to do it? He's going to find the famous missing treasure of the pirate One-Eyed Willie. Yeah. And I know that One-Eyed Willie is a nickname for someone's pee-pee. I know that. Okay? Yeah. You know what's amazing? Yeah. You know what's really amazing? In the 80s, you could get away with One-Eyed Willie and having a friend named Boner. Yeah. Yeah, nobody like. Do you remember that... Boner? Yeah, from Growing Pains. Yeah, of course. You know that kid? He killed, he
oh my God.
He didn't make it.
Oh my God. Not because of that. Oh.
No,
drugs.
No, this is recently.
Yeah.
He just like he was like. By the way, he was the really bizarre side point here. No. He played that actor was the son of Chekhov, the original Chekhov. Yeah. In Star Trek. Wow. I forgot the name of the actor. Okay. Chekhov is not a Russian. Yeah, he's an American actor.
Obviously, yeah.
Jewish guy though.
Yes.
And that was his son who played Boner on Growing Pains. Yeah. And he passed away unfortunately. Yeah. The new Chekhov.
Yeah, he passed away in a car accident.
He was killed in a car accident. I know. Like, in the same year.
What's his name? Russian Jewish kid.
Yeah.
He did this whole magician shtick with Larry David. He's like, you're not a magician. How do I know? Because only a magician can tell a magician. But how to become a magician? It's like this whole thing.
But this is when he was still a kid.
Yeah, I know. But he played later, yeah. What's his name? What was his name? The new kid. What was his name?
It's so bizarre.
It's weird, right?
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. I feel like he was also a korban, a kid. They korbaned him. I don't know why.
Is this some kind of like...
It's something weird.
One of these like, secret society, some kind of tool thing. Yeah. But it doesn't make sense. It's like it makes sense to someone. Yeah. To some like very esoteric group. Yeah. But not to anybody else.
Nope.
It's too deliberate.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little weird.
Yeah, so you can get away with calling somebody Boner and nobody is thinking about penises.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I was a kid.
Yeah. I don't know. I heard Boner. I was like, are you kidding me? This guy's from...
No. When I was 7, and I was watching Growing Pains or 8, I thought Boner was Mike Seaver's friend. I didn't know it was anything else. Yeah. Okay. It was actually disturbing to find out later.
You know what's funny? When we just came to America. So I remember I started watching Turtles and they had Splinter. I didn't know why his name was Splinter. I didn't know what a splinter was. I knew the word from Russian, zanoza. Yeah. I didn't know what splinter was. So my friend's like, I had a friend that said, I have a splinter. I'm like, you have a rat from the sewer? And he was like laughing at me. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh, that's a splinter? Okay. That's why he was called Splinter, because he broke board's. Right. Splinter, Master Splinter.
Right. I didn't make, because in the beginning credits they showed him like destroying,
breaking boards.
And you saw like wood splintering.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he's Splinter.
Yeah.
As in he was.
Everything makes sense now.
Like, by the way, Splinter is the sage archetype. Yeah. Because he always was able to kick literally everybody's ass. Yeah. Yeah. Like
including Shredder.
Right. He was invincible. So why didn't he just do that all the time, right?
Well, because
No. You know why? Because he is the sage.
He has to teach
archetype.
Them. Yeah,
he's the wizard archetype.
He has to teach these.
Right, and the sage wizard archetype only shows up every now and then when the hero needs assistance. Like the sage transcends. Yeah. Okay.
What was his name? What was his name in the Japanese name?
Hamato Yoshi.
Orokusaki.
That's Splinter.
Yeah, I love when they had it in the movie. And it's like, and he was so creepy. The Splinter, the way they made Splinter in the movie, the first movie, and he's like, Orokusaki, and he's like turning his head. He's like, Orokusaki.
I make a funny.
Yeah.
I tried to make him.
It's like a cartoon.
I was disappointed because in the movie, it was a different story than the cartoon. Yeah. They made Splinter a literal rat who would see his owner practice, and he would practice kung fu as a rat. All right?
Yeah.
That's idiotic.
Yeah, it is idiotic.
Why couldn't you just do what the cartoon did?
Yeah.
And he used to be an old Japanese dude and then got some goo on him and became a rat.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
Yeah. Yeah, we were like, actually, it's true. I was watching that and I was just like...
I was like, what? Why would you... I was like 8 and I was like, that was a bad move, writers.
Stupid.
At 8, I was like, did the writers really do that? That was a bad move.
Stupid.
But you know what's funny? The one with him being a rat from the beginning, that's probably part of the comic. If I'm wrong. I never actually read the comic, but I have a feeling
could be
that's truer to the comic.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like
the guys who made the movie, they were purists.
Yeah. I don't know.
When keeping it real goes wrong.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. Dude, can you turn on the AC a little bit, or is that?
Go ahead.
Yeah. How do you turn on just the intensity of it?
You see this dial over here?
No, the dial's fine. It's just one of the, that's fine. One air.
You want to turn it down?
Yeah, just the intensity, not the temperature.
It's gay.
So the Goonies, huh?
Yeah. So okay. So get back to the Goonies. So you have Mikey, visionary kid. Okay, wants to save his world.
Yeah.
Okay. Feels like there's something to save, like it's special, which it is.
Yeah.
But only he truly understands that. Okay. So his father taught him, and he memorized the whole story of One-Eyed Willie the pirate, all the clues, everybody who tried to find the treasure before. You know, even in the movie, his brother says, everybody and their dad tried to find that treasure.
Yeah.
And you're like, give it up, Mike.
It's like Moshiach. It's like,
right. And then everybody's like, come on, Mike. No one wants to go on any more of your crazy Goonie adventures.
No one.
Right?
Yeah. No.
And everybody kind of dismissed him.
No one believes in Moshiach.
But he knew it.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, no, I know this, right?
Yeah.
So he took the doubloon, okay, which is part of the map, and then he rolled up the map, right? And he took something about Chester Copperpot.
Yeah.
Chester Copperpot was the guy apparently who knew the most about he's going to seek the treasure, but he was never seen from again. Yeah. He went out to look for it, and never found it. Okay, fine.
So our friend Esther wants to join. I mean, I don't know.
All right, then we're going to have to come back to the Goonies. Tell Esther no.
Frank.
No, we're talking about the Goonies.
She's on. Esther, okay, we're Esther. You're just listening to. Okay, we're just talking about the Goonies.
And you're gonna screw it up, Esther.
And he said Frank says you're gonna screw. Frank says you're gonna screw it up because he's on a roll. Bring me on. He says,
unless she knows about the Goonies.
Unless you know about the movie The Goonies. If you know about the Goonies, we can bring you on.
I would be very surprised, but
okay. She says, okay, I will wait.
But delighted.
He said very surprised, but delighted that you know about the Goonies. But she'll wait. She said she'll wait. Okay,
she does not know. I will not be.
We're talking about the Goonies and how it relates to Moshiach.
I am not delighted.
Okay,
right
so go. All right, go on.
I was hoping to be.
All right, no.
Okay. All right. Oh, now I feel pressure. Like there's a time. Like no. This stuff. This has to come out.
This is going to be a long-winded thing.
It has to come out. You got to romance this.
All right. So this guy, he has a vision.
No, he's the one. He's the one who knows the story. Yeah. He's the one who has the vision. He's the one who understands what needs to be done for everyone.
Yeah.
Okay. He's the adult in the group, even though he's an innocent archetype.
Yeah.
Okay. The sage archetype, he's borrowing a little bit from his dad.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're talking about Mikey is borrowing from his dad. Okay.
I'm talking about Mikey.
Fine.
Mikey's borrowing it from his dad because he's the one who has the one-eyed Willie knowledge.
Gotcha.
Even his older brother refers to him. He's like, Mikey, what do the legends say? You know?
Yeah.
Anyway, it was Mikey's. Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, so for some reason, along the way, I'm gonna speed this up now. You have these two girls. You don't have to speed it up. You have these two girls that join up.
You don't have to speed it up.
So listen, you have these two girls that join up. Right? With them for some reason, okay?
Yeah.
It probably could have worked without them.
Yeah.
No, hold on. But I'm going to show you why they were so absolutely necessary. Okay? For God's purposes.
Yeah.
So, you have the two girls, and they represent the Shekhinah.
Yeah.
Different forms, different ways of the Shekhinah. Okay? Now, one of them, right? We're introduced to her when she's driving both of them actually, they're in the car with Troy.
Yeah.
Troy is kind of like the bad part of Esav.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So there's two bad parts of Esav in this movie.
Yeah.
Okay? But one of them's a little bit better.
Yeah.
Okay, so Troy and his father, that's like the deep evil. That's like a Moloch, right? Remember what he... By the way, did you notice how he tried to murder...
He always killed the brother, and he flew off. I'm surprised he survived. I was like, this guy's going to die.
He literally drove him off a cliff.
To his death, yeah.
To his death. He was hoping that he would die.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Okay? And I was like... you could do that in the 80s, apparently.
Yeah.
Okay.
The guy could just fly off a cliff and live.
Yeah, like, I was like... I remember the first time seeing that. I was like asking my brother. I was like, "Is he dead? I don't understand. I thought this was a kid movie."
Yeah.
Right? I was upset. He's like, "Just relax." I was like, "Okay."
All right.
He's like, "My dad was like, relax."
Yeah.
Anyway, I was like, "Why are you guys so casual with death?" Anyway.
Yeah.
So
they knew that he's gonna live.
Right. So that's one thing. Okay. Okay. So. What does that mean? Why were they in his car?
Yeah.
Because what happens with the Shekhinah? When the Shekhinah is threatened, right? For whatever reason, like why was that neighborhood in jeopardy? Right? The parents.
Yeah.
What did the parents do so wrong? I don't know.
They screwed up the finances.
They screwed up the finances. They were whatever. You know what I mean? They made mistakes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that represents the Jewish people in Israel who put the Shekhinah in, put the
Shekhinah's in exile, basically.
It was not yet in exile, but it was
in jeopardy,
on its way.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why. So where does the Shekhinah go when it actually goes into exile?
Where does the Shekhinah go when it goes into exile?
It goes into the. It gets
controlled
by
and Ishmael and this and all this
by
stuff.
the Sitra Achra.
Yeah.
The Sitra Achra gets it.
Yeah. It's crazy.
The way Rabbi Kessin explains it.
That's crazy, man. So all these clowns in the Oscars and all this clown, they have the Shekhinah now.
Well,
Will Smith, that's why they're so successful.
Here's how Rabbi
20 bazillions of
I like
dollars.
how Rabbi Kessin explains it.
Okay.
Listen to this.
Yeah.
He goes, you go to a yeshiva, the place is falling apart, they can't afford a light bulb, the door is falling off the hinges.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
You go to, but then you drive through, he goes, forget like the Ivy League schools.
Yeah.
Go look at like
a community college.
Go look at Brooklyn College.
Monmouth College.
Monmouth College.
It's beautiful.
It's absolutely. He goes. You feel the Oz.
Yeah.
Oz in Hebrew is the majesty.
Yeah. Or as he says, Oz.
Oz.
Yeah.
Right. Ayin Zion.
Dude, Montclair State University is like I don't know where they get the money.
It's spelled Ayin Zion for the folks at home. Yeah. Okay. It's stunning. And that's where so you go to, let's say, Manhattan, not recently, but in its heyday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is like 2 years ago.
Right, and you see the power.
Yeah.
Right. That's anywhere where you see that the center of civilization at any particular time.
Yeah.
That's where the Shekhinah is.
Yeah.
Okay. That means that the Shekhinah is in exile. If you see it in New York, if you see it in Rome, if you see it in Paris,
Miami, LA,
whatever it is, that is the Shekhinah in exile. Okay, so at this point in the movie, the Shekhinah is flirting with going into exile. It's kind of taking a ride in Troy's car.
Yeah,
Troy's trying to have his way with her.
Yeah, remember they were talking at the well. They're like, "Are you?" He's like, "Not yet."
Wait. Hold on, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but
it's interesting they had a well, like from the Torah, like the thing.
Right,
well.
But the Shekhinah.
He had to dig wells.
Right, but the Shekhinah was so disgusted with the Sitra Achra at that point that it just couldn't tolerate its behavior. Yeah. So it got away. It wouldn't go. Yeah. It wasn't ready to go yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's why she was attracted to that group.
Yeah.
Because who was that group? Yeah. Who's Mikey? Yeah. Mikey is Moshiach trying to bring Shekhinah back home or to keep it at home. Yeah. Right? He wants to.
That's why at one point they had a little. She confused him for his brother, and they had whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we'll get to that. There's so much in this movie. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's why they join up with this, and that's why they go on this adventure with them.
By the way, the person who wrote the movie was Spielberg. His mother owned a kosher restaurant on Pico, so I'm pretty sure Spielberg learned something.
He knows a lot.
He knows some stuff.
He knows a lot.
Anyway.
He knows a lot about, he also sees connections between that and, he's obsessed with UFOs.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. Yeah. We'll get into that some other, even though there's big UFO news today.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have this Shekhinah. So it's disgusted. So it runs back to, it feels the energy building of this group of boys who are on a mission to save Yerushalayim, Astoria, okay, their beautiful neighborhood. You know, we're families with love, and it's great. Okay, it's historic, by the way. It's an old neighborhood, right? And it's past its heyday, right? And it's in jeopardy. That sounds just like Jerusalem. At that time. Okay. And so, and it's a very dangerous thing. And then you have these Fratellis. This family of, like, they're kind of like the comic relief, but they're also murderers. Like, they literally murdered 2 different people, federal agents.
It's almost like Arabs. They're like in the way.
Wait, what?
They're in the way. They're just in the way. You're trying to do something. You're trying to, like, build. You know, they're in the way. You see, they come to the same place as Mikey and the Goonies do.
Right. By the way,
they're just trying to get the same thing. They're like, oh, you can't have it. Oh, you want it? We're gonna take it. But they chase it down and, like, try to threaten us.
By the way, I saw my, like.
And then there's one good Arab, the brother.
It's not the Arabs, dude. It's not the Arabs.
No, who is
it? It's the good part of Esav.
Oh, okay, fine.
But only one of the brothers is.
That's what I'm saying. Who else? What about the other? No, I know who it was. What about the brothers and the mom?
That's hold on. No.
Okay.
No, one of the brothers, one of the Fratelli.
One of the brothers is a good part of Esav. The
Robert Davi.
He's a good part of Esav.
Yeah. Do you remember?
I'm thinking of the what's his name? The Sloth.
No.
Okay.
No. Sloth is something else. We're gonna get to Sloth.
He's the golem.
No. Actually, I mean that would be interesting.
That'd be pretty good. Maharal's golem. Yeah. Right. Protects no.
Sloth is special. Very, very special.
Yeah.
I didn't want to get you to that takes, you know.
Yeah.
So it was Robert Davi, the opera singer.
The big
Remember
brother. Yeah.
when they were torturing Chunk?
Yeah. I like this guy.
Right.
Chunk is a Cohen.
Chunk is a Jewish kid.
He's a Cohen.
Right.
In real life and in the movie.
Well, he's not a Cohen in real life.
In real life, well, technically not. His last name is Cohen, but he's not. Yeah, but in the movie, he's a Cohen.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's being tortured.
Yeah.
Okay. Or they're threatening to torture him, but they are torturing him because they won't let him eat the ice cream.
Yeah.
And actually, the people in the movie, like, forget about the story for a second. Like the production, the director, they put a guy, an actor, who was acting like a dead body.
Yeah.
And do you remember when he was in the freezer? Yeah. And the dead body fell on him?
Yeah.
And it's like face to face with a dead body? Yeah. That was a grown man.
That's crazy.
With a crazy, scary, dead look on his face.
Crazy.
And as a child.
Yeah.
He's 11 in that
By the
movie.
way, he's a Cohen, so you know what they do with the Cohen in Yom Kippur? They send him down into the whatever, they put a rope on him, and if the people, the Am is worthy, he lives, basically. What is it?
Kohen Gadol.
Yeah, Kohen Gadol. So it's almost like they sent him down into with that guy, with this, he was down into the pit.
Oh, with Sloth.
With Sloth, yeah. He's a Cohen, dude. Hello. It's amazing. I just thought about that.
So, all right. So basically, but Robert Davi, right? You could see that he's the more soulful of the two brothers. Yeah. Right.
It's like, I like this kid.
Right, and then he has a heart. He kind of like he goes,
he
he's like, oh, I like this kid.
As soon as they caught him on the road, he's like, oh, so let me on. He's like putting him in the back of the trunk. He's like, oh,
right.
It's like the soundtrack. I was thinking it was like this. I was thinking it was like the soundtrack to his death. It's like
no. He was a real opera singer, by the way. Yeah, classically trained.
Yeah.
So, So basically, he's kind of like. You know what I mean? Like, you have like a transitioning, not to use the original meaning of that word. Sure. Not the current meaning.
Well, I mean, they remember that scene where they slip on the log and they hit themselves in the mommy daddy parts.
Right, but they were the comic relief of the movie.
Yeah.
They served a lot of purposes. Okay.
Yeah.
But I think that like Troy and his father were way worse. Okay? First of all, Troy came much closer to murdering Brandon than the Fratellis did.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. So there's so much to unpack here, but as you can see, there's already like so much, right?
Yeah.
So, and then one of the key moments in the movie, by the way, I'll just tell you that, okay? We'll come back to this and really analyze this, but the key moment in the movie is when they get to the wishing well, right? So when they're going through all these tunnels.
By the way, there was a lot of water.
Yeah.
Like Torah, like water, Mayim.
Water everywhere. Right. Okay. And they get to the inside of a wishing well. They're on the inside, right? I don't know if anybody's ever been on the inside. That was like, so you have like these waterfalls, right? Very kind of etheric scene, right? And so Troy and his friends are up on the surface, by the mouth of the wishing well, right? So they're talking about like how they're like, his friends are like, hey, you ever make it with Andy? Andy is the beautiful girl, the Shekhinah, who represents the Shekhinah, right? He's like, not yet. And then he throws a coin into the wishing well, right? He goes, what'd you wish for? Make it with Andy? That's when they used to say, make it. Make it with, did you make it with her yet? Ridiculous. It's still kind of way more, like somehow innocent.
Wholesome, It sounded like the Archie comics, like that kind of stuff.
When I was in New Orleans, people say like did you you didn't get an A, you made an A. Yeah. That's how they talk.
That's how they talk in the 50s,
But that's how they talk now.
Like made the grade. Yeah.
That's how they talk now in Louisiana.
That's very cool. So,
young people.
Yeah.
Okay, so they start screaming to Troy because as Troy threw his coin into the wishing well, all of a sudden the coin gets thrown back.
Yeah.
Right? And he's like, hey, who's down there?
The hell?
And then he sees her. She's like, Troy, can you send out the bucket? He goes, it's Andy. Right? He goes, I guess wishes really do come true.
Yeah. That's all Asaph can think of at all times.
Right.
Whoop-de-doo.
Let's face it, we would both say that. We would both say the same thing.
Yeah.
All right? We're not, okay.
Yeah. We're not so holy.
Let's face it, folks.
Sinner.
Yeah. No, it seems like a funny thing to say. It's not a bad line in terms of shtick, but moving on.
Yeah.
So, so she's like, send down the bucket, right? Send down the bucket and get us up. So people, so Mikey, he's freaking out. He sees like everybody.
Shekhinah's about to be sucked up by the.
Right. She's gonna be the first one to go.
Asaph,
right? But. And she's wearing Troy's jacket. Troy has a leather jacket. And he gave it to her, right? And she's still wearing it because she was wearing it when she ran away from him when he was like touching her inappropriately or trying to, whatever. So she's almost dressed in the levushim of the Sitra Achra, but not quite. So as she's deciding to go up to Troy, all of them are. They're going to follow her. Not just Mikey, not just the Shekhinah, but Mikey's own crew. Like his, band of merry men. Okay? And he gives this rousing speech saying like, don't say that, don't give up. Goonies never say die. And she's like, I'm not a Goonie. He's like, oh yeah, I forgot. But listen, the next time you see Sky, it'll be over another town. The next time, whatever. He gives this really sweet, little innocent, like little boy speech.
He gives like a whole sikha.
He really does. And it kind of really moves it. It disturbingly
It's actually
powerful.
more of a mimer.
It was disturbingly powerful.
It's a mimer, actually, not a sikha. Mimer is when you go into like the trance.
And also, he's not precocious. Like people like to say, oh, look at this child, but precocious. No, he's childlike. But somehow it just
he's like an
very
adult.
Powerful.
Yeah, he's like an adult.
Very powerful. Okay. So
very wise kid. It's almost like Jason Bateman when you see him on like Johnny Carson. Remember that thing I showed you?
That's Jason Bateman is precocious.
No, but when he goes in Johnny Carson episode, he's very.
Precocity.
That's precocious.
Yeah.
No, but he was pretty he wasn't precocious. He was just like very.
Precocious is like when
he was very chilled out. He was
when you
very,
have a little kid who can talk like an adult.
But he's not. But I didn't think it strike me as.
I'm trying to explain. That's
I get it, but I mean.
That's the definition of precocious.
Okay, fine.
Precocious is, if you look it up, you'll see. It's a young person who is able to imitate the behavior.
But he wasn't.
But
he wasn't imitating the Jason Bateman. He wasn't imitating. That's what I'm saying.
He was basically channeling Don Rickles to a certain extent.
In that episode, he
tapped
wasn't.
him. He tapped Johnny. Remember when he tapped Johnny?
Okay, fine.
Johnny Carson on the head.
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey, great man, great." You know. he's like, "Hey kid," you know. He treated Johnny Carson like he was a kid.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's kind of, I don't know. That's why I was saying it. I don't know. Whatever.
But Trump International Hotel. Woo.
Right. So
Snarf.
Right.
Anyway.
So Jason Bateman was like an intelligent, wise guy.
Oh, Trump Grant. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
Mikey was not. He was just like a sweet kid.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But he somehow was able to see what the most important thing was, where everybody else was kind of just in their own world.
Yeah.
Okay. Like giving up in a sense. They're gonna ride up the bucket with Troy.
Yeah.
And he's like, so Mikey said, you know, the next time you breathe air, it's going to be in a different town. Next time you see sky, whatever. He keeps saying the same idea. Yeah. And he goes, down here is our time. It's our time down here. Meaning we have the opportunity to do something about it, to save our way of life, to save our family, to save that beautiful.
Yeah. Dude, it's almost like he was watching like the Rebels from Reagan's or something. Whoever made this movie.
It was crazy.
It's like 1985, man. You're talking about
he could have you know, he's way more inspiring than Braveheart.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's sort of like they understood what he was saying. He's like, I mean, we have something special here. It's not normal. Yeah. Right? Yeah. So basically they made a decision, and then so Troy's pulling up the bucket, and I'm not sure why he didn't find it odd that it was very light, but when he pulled it up,
it was empty.
It was empty, but Andy gave his Letterman jacket. She put it on the bucket.
But it's almost like, I guess, as if saying the Sitrachor knows that the Shekhinah is not meant to be with it.
The Sitrachor doesn't think that way. It just wants to use power. Yeah. It just wants the pretty, shiny thing that's powerful. Yeah. That's all it is. Yeah. Okay? And it wants to cover it with its
lavush, whatever,
Yeah. Okay? That's it's klippa.
Yeah.
Okay? That jacket is the klippa.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mikey inspired the Shekhinah to not leave, but to join him and lend her power to his quest, to save her. Yeah, he actually made her feel secure enough that he can wield her properly. Yeah, that's why she kissed him in the movie. By accident.
Our friend Lester's asking, we are on Collins driving towards Miami Beach. Miami Beach. In the words of what does it say? Jackie Mason, Jews go to Miami Beach.
We just drove by 770.
Yes. 770.
It says 770.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It's 770.
That's hilarious. 770 in Collins?
It was 17700.
Oh, that's funny.
But there's a 770 there.
Yes.
That's all I see. Okay.
That's all we see.
That's all I see. Okay, so all right, so now we're gonna take US 1 all the way back to your place. Yeah. It's gonna take a little while, but it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going back to Brickell.
I'm dropping him off, folks.
Esther says she was just there. Collins in like 170 something.
She lives somewhere around here.
But we just made a U, so. Yes.
So, guys, for people who haven't seen the Goonies, there's this. So, obviously, Andy, who's I guess she plays a 16-year-old girl. Yeah. And so she really likes Mikey's older brother, Bran. You know, Josh Brolin. Yeah. But you guys gotta go on YouTube and search Norm Macdonald, Josh Brolin. Yeah. It's hilarious. Dear God.
Apologies. Yeah. Every once in a while, we see a part of the Shekhinah.
We do. The part of the Shekhinah doesn't realize that it's a part of the Shekhinah.
That's right. It's like Sparks, you know? Yeah. Sparks. Yeah. They're walking down Collins.
Yeah, they're walking down Collins wearing Troy's jacket.
Or short shorts.
We're using the metaphors.
Or whatever.
What did I just run over? Hopefully Troy. I just ran over something, right?
A really, really flat raccoon.
Are you serious?
No, I'm kidding. I don't know. No, it's just like one of these stupid bumps or something.
All right.
Dude, you're driving a tank, so, you know, whatever.
So, okay. So we have, so she likes Mikey's older brother, who maybe is like a projection of him. You know what I mean? A more appropriate projection of him.
Yeah.
But she's in love with Mikey's spirit without realizing it. So there's this, she orchestrates, during the course of the movie, she orchestrates this circumstance where
she can kiss him.
Where the older, she was meaning to kiss the older brother, but she closed her eyes.
Who was the older brother in this whole thing, by the way?
Josh Brolin.
No, I know who he is. I'm talking about in terms of the archetypes.
He's a projection of Mikey, but that'll take. I wanted to cover that next time because it's going to take us off on. It's not really on a tangent, but it's complex.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, she's like Brand. She was calling Brandon. She's like, Brandon, come here. There's a problem. He's like, and Brandon's like, can you go see what she wants? He was like annoyed at this point.
Yeah.
So Mikey goes, and so she grabs him and she kisses him, thinking it's Brandon.
And then she's like, oh, you have braces. I didn't know Brandon had braces.
Right. Anyway, whatever. So that, why was that even necessary in the movie? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Is that a little bit risky? That's like bordering on pedophilia.
No, but she's 18 and he was 14.
First of all, he was like,
he was 14 in real life. She was 18.
She was like 19 or
She was 18 years old, yeah.
Okay, she played a 60-year-old, but she was technically an adult.
Yeah,
and he was 14, a child.
And he was 14.
Okay, so that's a little. Not that it bothered me. I'm just saying, like nowadays, everybody would be in a huff.
Everybody go crazy. Yeah, it's funny nowadays they'd be in a huff, but at the same time they have no problem with these pedophilia laws. Because these senators are like, well, there's so much content on the internet, we have to lower the standards of what we. Dude, it's insane. Think about this.
Yeah.
There's so much content on the internet that anybody can get it. That means that anybody can be and so that we have to, up the standards of what it is to be defined as a, whatever.
I have so much confusion about that whole thing.
It's Sodom.
I don't even want to look into it.
It's freaking. There's nothing to look. It's Sodom. Straight up.
Anyway, so basically, that's beside the point.
Yeah.
But that's why that needed to happen in the movie.
Yeah.
Because it goes to show you the symbol that the Shekhinah fell back in love with the nation of Israel.
Yeah.
Right. So it kissed. Yeah. Right. It kissed the innocent, beautiful part.
Yeah.
The Moshiach part.
The Eretz Hatzui. Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, and then eventually they get to the treasure. They find the treasure.
Yeah.
Okay, and the treasure that could be the Kalim in the temple.
Yeah, the Beit HaMikdash. That whole thing is the Beit HaMikdash.
The ship.
That whole thing is the Beit HaMikdash.
By the way, the ship, the moving ship.
Yeah.
The awe that it brings, right? When they see it at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
That was tremendous.
That's when the Beit HaMikdash comes down.
Exactly.
Yeah. From the sky.
You see it traveling, right?
Yeah.
A ship.
Yeah. It's great by itself.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
literally flying by itself.
Yeah.
Okay. And everybody looks at it. That's the last thing anybody sees in the movie.
Yeah.
Just in awe.
Yeah.
Of this
and
ship.
And the sun and the ocean.
But next time we talk about this, we're going to talk about who Sloth is, who One-Eyed Willie is, and who the mother is.
Yeah.
The Ma Fratelli.
Yeah.
Okay. And who Joey Pants is.
Yeah.
And a few other people.
Okay. Can we talk about it now? We have time?
I mean, I gotta flesh it out more.
Fine.
Because I only started thinking about this today.
Fine.
I have a sense of who they are, but I can't push it. Like, I gotta make sure I'm right.
I hear. Tell me who you think Sloth is.
I need a moment.
I mean, I have my own theory. I feel like he's...
Sloth, to me...
If anything, he's probably righteous with the nations.
I would say that... You know what Sloth is? I get an Eliphaz sense from him.
Eliphaz was
the son of Asaph.
Okay.
Okay? But he was... He had it rough.
Yeah.
Okay? Because he was very torn.
Yeah.
Because his father was Asaph, but his grandfather was Yitzhak.
Mm-hmm.
And if you recall, Asaph Esav told Eliphaz to kill Yaakov. Do you recall that?
Yes.
Right? But he couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Right? And Yaakov understood his plight. So you know what Yaakov did? He said, I will give you all my possessions, everything that I have, all the gifts that Yitzhak gave me, before I set out to go to Lavan.
No.
And if I give you all these possessions, all of these gifts, technically, it is as if you have killed me according to Torah law.
So here's my question: what does this have to do with befriending a Cohen? The kid's a Cohen.
You gotta have patience with this.
Yeah.
Patience.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sloth. So Eliphaz. Let's get back to Eliphaz for a second. So he's torn, right? There's like a, what do you call like the force? There's like this force of physics that pulls on you. It's tension.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, you're talking about friction? No, not friction.
Not friction. Shear. It's the shear force. It is. I mean, it's kind of like the moons of Jupiter.
Yeah.
Right? They have like multiple.
I mean, it's not not necessarily not gravity.
It's connected to gravity. It's the shear force. It's when you're being pulled in two different directions.
I understand.
Okay, constantly.
I understand what you're saying.
And that's deforming you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Eliphaz has this goodness inside of him.
Yeah.
Because he rode on Yitzhak's knee.
Yeah.
That's his grandson.
Yeah.
Right. This is probably his first grandson.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah. It is.
Right. So he has this being pulled in these two different directions caused him to become deformed in his consciousness. He didn't know which way he was coming or going, but he had this goodness inside of him. He did the right thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, why was Sloth in the movie? Why was he chained up?
Yeah.
Why was he all that kind of stuff? Because it wasn't clear how he was going to go. Was he going to join with the Fratellis, or was he going to go try to do something good? And that's why his face was all contorted, because it looked like his face literally looked like Eliphaz's consciousness.
He's going in opposite directions all over the place.
Yeah, that's what his face looked like. It's like one eye was going this way, the other eye was going that way.
Yeah.
His head
ears were constantly moving. Why was I've noticed his ears were constantly flopping.
No, that's just
for effect.
They tried to make him look
like cute, kind of a cute creature.
He was a cute, grotesque. Yeah. He's the only cute.
Almost like the Elephant Man.
Elephant Man was just purely
like David. No, but it reminded me of that character.
Right, but this one still had a cute charm to him.
Yeah.
But yet terrifying at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Because he was the biggest and the strongest.
Yeah.
And if he didn't have any of the goodness, he would have been the biggest.
That would have been a problem. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it seems like in the beginning you think he is a monster because he's just trying to get out of the chains. I was like, raw. Yeah. It's like some beast,
Yeah. Okay. He was a tortured beast, terribly abused.
Yeah.
And so anyway. Yeah. But so that's the initial analysis of Sloth. Yeah. Okay, I get this Eliphaz kind of sense. Yeah. I'm not exactly sure. Okay. And who else did you ask about?
Oh, like the brother. Brandon, and also the friend of the girl. What's her name? The friend of the girl. What's her name? The other one.
You know who? Well, I'll tell you about the friend, but let's talk.
That might be like. That sounds like it's almost like a Leah Rachel kind of thing, almost. A little bit, no?
Yes. Yes, the Shekhinah.
You know what I mean? Is Rachel
of Rachel? But hold on a second.
And that's Leah.
But hold on a second.
And Leah ends up at the end. She ends up with the what's his face? The mouth.
She was
Corey Feldman.
Kind of, not.
Well, whatever. They're like.
But hold on.
Whatever. They like each other, I guess.
Hold on. You caught on to something there. Yeah. Let's back up for a second. Yeah. So you called her Leah. Yeah. Because she doesn't seem. She's not as pretty. But she actually. In reality, that's Martha Plimpton, who's a very pretty
attractive.
Lady.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So.
Listen, she's not as pretty as that one. She is pretty in her own way, but she's not as pretty.
No, but look at the role that she plays. She's wearing glasses.
Yeah.
She has trouble seeing.
Yeah.
That's like Leia.
Yeah, she
Leia had an issue with her eyes.
Jacked up eyes. Well, because she was crying a lot.
She was crying.
Right.
But she was also wiser, because Leia represents...
Well, yeah, you see that she's wiser. She's like the voice of reason for her friend, for that girl.
Rachel represents Nukwa.
Yeah.
Okay? And Leia represents Bina.
Yeah.
The higher mother.
Yeah.
Okay? So, and to a certain extent, we're the higher part of look at this. Different ways of looking at it.
Yeah.
It's not different ways of looking at it. There's different angles.
Yeah.
Okay,
different faces. Yeah.
So, Bina, right, is more intelligent than Nukwa.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so who's giving advice to her? Like you know, the Shekhinah, you know,
the voice of reason.
Yeah, she's like in the clouds.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? She's
I want to kiss this. I want to go here.
And she's like, come on, where are you?
Moshiach.
Right, but the other one with the glasses, she's like, look, we're in a basement.
Hello, we're gonna die.
Right.
Schmuck. Oh, there's more Shekhinah up ahead. Oh, that's good. Anyway. Sparks, collect the sparks. We're just driving around collecting sparks.
Dude, so that, you know, I wasn't, so you're right, that like you got to it before I did. That you're right, she is like Leia.
Yeah. No, that's all I can think of, because she's,
no, that's good.
Because, one is like the kind of smokestack and the other one's not as much. Still, but not as much. So that's all I can think of. Yeah.
So, okay.
On a very practical level.
All right. I think we you know.
It sounds like Chris Rock, where you go, now I can go to college. Slow down.
Right. So, let's like, you know, we touched upon something. Let's not screw it up.
Because ends don't read. Now I can go to college. Slow down. Right. Work McDonald's. All right. Now I can go to college. Slow down.
All right. So who's Brandon?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, I'll tell you who he is. He's...
The suspense is killing me.
He is half Shaul, half Yonatan.
Okay.
Because Yonatan and Shaul, they were like these tall, handsome, you know, the guy that you would imagine to be the leader.
But he's the friend of David, Yonatan.
Right. So obviously Yonatan is an extension of Shaul, but he is a more balanced extension. He's the part of Moshiach ben Yosef that understands and is more than happy to step aside and let the Moshiach ben David, who's David, take over, because he understands that's what needs to be done. Yeah. Shaul doesn't.
But why does Yonatan end up with Shekhinah, with Rachel at the end?
Listen, relax. Nobody fits perfectly into anybody.
I know.
So there's aspects at different points at different times. Okay, so Shaul is tall, right? He's the natural guy that everybody looks to. He's good. Brandon is good.
Yeah,
he's a good guy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? He messes with his little brother a little bit, and he loves him.
Yeah.
Okay. At some time he wants to kill him. He even says that in the movie. Mike, I'm gonna kill you. Yeah. Remember?
And it's funny because the Amalek almost kills him, which makes sense.
Right.
Isn't that the same Shaul that didn't kill him?
That's right.
That didn't finish him off.
Right. Shaul didn't finish him.
And so Amalek, you go off a cliff.
That's right.
He got sent off, and he survived somehow.
Okay. So
it's crazy.
So he's like he's a Shaul Yonatan hybrid. Yeah. Yonatan realizes David's special nature. He understands there's something special about him. First of all, David is literally the innocent / hero / sage figure, but like in full, all of them. Okay? He's like amazing. Yeah. Okay? But he's truly like, he's primary innocent. I know people don't get that impression from David, but he's like one of the most innocent people who ever lived. Yeah. Okay? He's like, even in the text, when his father sends him to go visit his brothers on the front, on the battlefront, right? He's like, go bring these provisions to your brothers, and then he brings them there, and then David stops for a second to have a conversation with somebody. His brother goes off on him. Yeah. He's like, what did I do now? He doesn't understand. He's just always getting beaten on and he's the one with the pure heart and the beautiful vision. Yeah. Right? He just loves everybody. He wants to save everyone. Yeah. And it just gets shat on non-stop. Okay, so we don't see that much of that in the movie Goonies, where Mikey obviously is David.
Yeah.
Okay, but a little bit. You know, they're like, Mikey, you know, you're just kind of like, you're out in space. You know, like, you know, you got your crazy notions and all this kind of stuff.
Sure.
You know, he's a romantic, this guy. Okay, and so, but his brother, if you notice, his older brother, he turns to him several times in the course of the movie looking for direction. Yeah. He's like, because he understood, as difficult as it was for him to know that he's the real leader. Yeah. And then he finally admits that entirely at the very end, after Mikey has that disturbingly moving conversation with One-Eyed Willie. Yeah. If you recall.
Yeah. And One-Eyed Willie is Abraham? No.
No. That One-Eyed Willie is he's the most difficult of all. Okay. I'm gonna need time to work on that. Yeah. He's a hybrid of so many. Okay. Shem is in there. Shem. Yeah. Melchizedek. Yeah. He's so much going on, man. Yeah. He's pre-Genesis. Yeah. Pre. Yeah. He's from Tohu. Yeah. Mamash.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I felt like.
All right. So, and you could see that Mikey had an obsession with him. Yeah. Right. He knew that One-Eyed Willie was bad. Yeah. But at the same time, he
held the secrets.
He held the secrets. He there's things there.
To creation.
Right. And the movie didn't go into it, but it gave you the sense that there was a lot going on there that we didn't know about. But you could.
So what would you equate the thing that when they, ended up, obviously they didn't get all the gold, and then they ended up quote unquote accidentally retaining some of the jewels. It's like that's like the sparks at the end. When they had enough money to pay, they had that little bag. Yeah. What is that?
That little bag.
That's got to be something. That's got to be the spark. So that's got to be.
Yeah. So you know how that ship, full of sparks, right? Yeah. It was just nothing but sparks in there, just jam packed with it. Mm-hmm. That was moving the base of Mikdash, literally to where it will come to rest. Yeah. That's what was propelling it. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Those little bit of sparks that he had just to kind of like finish off the job. That's what was in that marble bag. Yeah. That was just they just needed a couple of little grains of jewels to kind of you know what I mean. Yeah. Okay. That's the situation that we were in not too long ago. Yeah. Right. Like depending on who you ask. Yeah. I feel like the Lubavitcher Rebbe knew that all the sparks were already elevated. Yeah. Some people nowadays will still tell you, no, there's still a couple. Yeah. But
there's the thing now that we're you were talking about Shiloh. Now that we have, so to speak, Jerusalem back, and now that there's all this building.
We don't have Jerusalem back.
No, I'm saying the old city, let's say, is in Jewish hands. It is.
It's in Erev hands.
Listen, at the end, it's an Erev hands, but you and I can go there. We were not able to go there and daven. We were not until 1967. So we're able to do that now. Whoever's leading it, whoever's ruling it, whatever. And now it's being built out. There's more and more Jewish families moving in, like real Jewish, not Arab, but Jewish families. People making Aliyah.
I guess I'm still thinking about it 20 years ago.
I know. I'm talking about now. Now it's being built out. Everything's being built out, and it almost seems like we're preparing just literally the actual infrastructure for the Shekhinah. That's why it's funny. Like we talk about, like we get upset at people who buy real estate from Chutz La'aretz and they keep it empty. That's why it's driving the real estate prices up. Yeah. But dude, isn't it fitting that the real estate prices are being driven up because the most expensive real estate in the world is supposed to be Yerushalayim. It's supposed to be Eretz Yisrael. Like, it's supposed to be that. It should be that. People are complaining, it should be that. Dude, like, you know how I know? Rabbi Schloss, I asked him one time when I was on his roof, I asked him.
Actually, it really shouldn't be because...
No, but listen, get this. I go, Rabbi, if you wanted to sell your apartment, how much would you get for it? He goes, first of all, it'd be stupid to sell it, because look at the view. He's like, I got a front row seat over here. Secondly, he goes, it's priceless. He's like, yeah, technically, I could probably there's a price, but But he goes, it's priceless. It's actually priceless in reality. Like in another reality, it's priceless. In the reality to come. He's like, you go on his rooftop, I'm saying, you in his opinion, the Beit HaMikdash is a hologram, like an AutoCAD. He asked them, like, is it going to come down from the thing? Are we going to build? He goes, it's AutoCAD. It's going to be like AutoCAD hologram, and it'll be like AutoCADed.
You're gonna,
like 3D print.
Yeah.
AutoCAD, and then boom, it like appears, like that. Like boo, like a projection, and then appears physically, manifests. He's the only person that ever described that to me.
I had a similar thought.
I was like, that makes sense.
This is just a speculation.
Yeah.
And this is actually wrong, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But this is what I had a thought one time.
Yeah.
The projection of it is going to come down.
Yeah.
We're going to build
around it
onto the projection.
That's what that's essentially what he's saying. But he's saying it'll be the AutoCAD projection, like sort of. That's what it'll kind of look like.
Okay. But we're both wrong.
Okay.
Because there's we have some pretty clear ideas. Of how it's gonna.
Oh yeah.
We have to build the base.
Yeah.
And then it descends.
Yeah. The kid, so he's just like, I have a front row seat to all of that, man. He's like, he's like stupid of me. Dude, my friend, his parents are trying to move out of the old city, and they don't have such a view, but still, they're still prime real estate near the Rova, and they're trying to leave. They've been there for years, since the early 80s, or mid 80s. No, I'm sorry, early 90s, they've been there, in the old city. Yeah, and they're trying to leave. They're trying to go like north somewhere. Because it's too intense. They can't take it anymore, living there. But yeah, it just seems like the Shekhinah's coming back. Not in the way maybe that the Rebbe would have wanted, that he was pushing for it. But in
I don't know what you mean.
No, I'm saying not in the way that we thought, in the terms of like, you're talking about at that time in the 80s and 90s. But it's coming back in its own weird way.
If you want to have a good idea of exactly what the Rebbe said and meant,
okay,
you gotta watch those 3 lectures by Rabbi Reuben Wolf. No one does a better job than him. Okay. If you get through
by the way, you know where you're going?
Yeah, I know exactly where I'm going. If you watch those lectures, you won't have any more like guesswork at all.
Yeah.
It's just like it's all right there.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, so a moving ship.
I wonder who. So who are the? Okay, so you don't want to get into who the Fratellis are, who the mother is, and who Joey Pantoliano is.
I get the feeling that, how.
I feel like that's just like Hagar and Ishmael. I feel like.
No. You can. I'm not gonna.
What did you call the brother? The brother was who? The opera guy.
He was the moving towards the good part of Esav.
Okay.
Okay, like of Esav himself, not Eliphaz.
Yeah.
Okay, so who the mother is? I know that Eliphaz and one of Esav's wives had an inappropriate relationship.
Yeah.
And they produced something. That's where Amalek came from.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Oh, what's her name? What's her name? Amalek's. No.
Something with T.
Not Timnah. No.
Could be Timnah.
Not Timnah, or. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay. I need to like double check that.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from who the mother is. Mm-hmm. Like she was one of the worst people in the movie. Like there's nothing.
Yeah, she was gonna puree the Cohen's hand.
I think she was going to.
Yeah.
And you saw that the brothers were sad. Even the other brother, even Joey Pants was like.
Yeah.
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 So.
But it's funny at the end. When they were on the ship, she was like trying to hold Sloth in arms. And she's like, "Rock-a-bye, baby, on the treetop." You can see she had like the motherly.
Yeah, she was trying to fake
at the end. No, she wasn't fake. She was trying to just calm him down.
No, she was like looking up at him. She's like, "Is it working?" That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right. And then And then, when she said fall, he's like, break, fall. And then and then we learned that the reason why he looks like that is because she dropped him.
Yeah, like a bunch of times. Yeah.
She goes, I only dropped you once. Oh, maybe twice.
Yeah.
Right? So he takes her and he throws her into the water.
Yeah.
Okay? Which I think was merciful.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Could have done something else.
Right.
I crush your head.
Okay? So she was kind of like, and I guess on a certain extent there is a little bit of like Hagar before Keturah.
Yeah.
And her relationship with the other brother, right? With Joey Pants. I forgot what his name was in the movie. Right? And she liked him better, remember?
Yeah, because he was like he was closer to her.
He was closer to her.
He was trying to like be more kind of like
right.
Like her, emulate her, right, basically. Even though he didn't want to, but you could say, remember he was always like, come on kid, tell us whatever. He's like trying to get all the information out of him.
He's like, tell me everything.
Tell us everything. You're gonna tell us everything.
Okay, I'll talk.
Like, and then the other guy's like looking at him like he's like smiling, the big brother. He's
after a while, he's like, yeah.
He's like, I'm starting to like this kid.
Yeah, well, I'm starting to like this kid.
Well, I don't know. I think I'm starting to like this kid. He played like one of these goon mafia guys in other movies.
Dude,
did he play in Johnny Dangerously, that guy?
No. But
I feel like he played in some goon. In Dick Tracy he played.
He
no?
He was in a lot of movies.
With Warren Beatty.
I'll tell you where he's from. That's where he's most known for, aside from this role.
Dick Tracy. Okay.
No. He was the bad guy in The Living Daylights.
I have no idea what that is.
Oh no, License to Kill.
Okay.
Do you remember the two James Bond movies with Timothy Dalton?
Yeah. The one that the guy that like nobody likes. The Bond that like he's like the worst.
He was the most serious Bond.
Yeah.
Until this guy.
Yeah. He had like no sense, no shtick.
Right. He had a little bit shtick. He was too.
Yeah.
After Roger Moore, it was too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
I like Pierce Brosnan. He's cool. He had shtick.
Pierce Brosnan was like a mix of Timothy Dalton and Roger Moore.
And he had some like who's the British actor, but he's never in a James Bond. Mickey Blue, the guy from Mickey Blue Eyes. No. The guy who played Mickey Blue Eyes. He had he's like a little Hugh Grant kind of personality. Kind of like Notting Hill kind of personality, kind of like sticky, a little bit.
Dude, just slap yourself.
You slap yourself.
No. No, you slap.
No, you knock it off. You knock. You lock it up.
If I had a pizza, I'd throw it in your face right now. And then we'd shoot each other.
Step on my head while I'm drowning. That was dude, you know that I literally, a girl I was dating, I forced her to watch Wedding Crashers as a litmus test, and she failed.
Should have given her the Mario test.
The Mario?
From Bronx Tale?
Oh, that no, Mario test. She I guess. Well, there's nothing.
I
know the Mario test. I know what the Mario.
It's not cool. You need to. You're talking about the.
You can't do the Mario test anymore because all the cars are automatic. Freaking what's it called? You can't even do that stuff anymore.
So who's Chaz Palminteri's character? His name? The
I
sage.
know. The mafia guy. Yeah.
No, but the wise sage mafia guy.
Yeah. I forget the name. I forget the name. Whatever. Yeah.
He's like Mario is a fucking maniac.
Yeah, Mario's an idiot. Yeah. He's like, oh, remember the guy that owed him $20? He's like,
yeah. He goes, now you got this guy to your life for $20.
Yeah, he's like, for $20. Yeah. He owes me $20. He's like, consider that guy gone.
Yeah. He'll never see you again.
When the first thing everybody was saying when they said people cannot come into Israel during Shmovid, people they were quoting. I was quoting the movie. Now you can't leave. Yeah. You wanted to come in, people can't leave either.
Right. Now you can't come.
Would love to do a live with you next time on the Geulah. Yes, we can do that. Maybe in a couple of days, because actually she's funny. She says on the Geulah because we could talk about that book that you bought.
Yeah.
What's the book called? There you go. Secrets of Redemption by Ma'amar HaGeulah by Ramchal Moshe Zato. And we will do that. B'ezrat Hashem. Put that somewhere. Bizrat Hashem.
I think we did a decent analysis.
Yes, that was amazing. And this is going to be just, I guess, a separate, or maybe, we could actually add this to, it's an hour, it's already 2 hours long. It's going to be too long. So this will be a separate episode. I will send you a pic for sure. Yes, 100%. You can get this on Amazon, right, this book?
Yes.
Yeah, you can get it on Amazon. I'll send you a link. Better than a pic, a link. And you may buy it. I shall do it.
I don't know, maybe.
You know what exit to take? You know where you're going?
I know where I'm going.
All right, sir.
I live in the city.
All right.
You know where you're going? Yes, I do.
Well, I mean, we were kind of getting lost in downtown.
In downtown, I know, but like...
Downtown.
Downtown and Coral Gables are kind of
technically the exits, whatever.
Those are my weak
That's fine. I'm saying
we're going to US 1 right now.
Okay. Oh, you want to take
Yeah,
US
I don't want to...
Fine.
Yeah, I don't take the scenic.
I ain't paying no money. This is the Adrian R. Center.
What else? Okay, we're going to talk about...
For kids who can't read.
We talked about Goonies.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about archetypes. What else were we going to talk about? I wanted to talk about UFOs.
Lila Tov. Esther. No, she said Lila Tov, and I said Lila Tov.
She's like, UFOs are going to...
No. She said Lila Tov. Ah, crud. All right.
You do my book?
I didn't do nothing, man. Books? Now you want to read?
What you talking about, Willis?
Slow down.
I've been trying to find an opportunity to say what you talking about, Willis.
We're talking about Willis? I don't need no opportunity. I just say it all the damn time. We're talking about Willis.
The other thing I'm trying to say, or so the Germans would have us believe.
Yes. Oh my God. You know what I add to what you talking about Willis? I say, what you talking about Willis Avenue Bridge?
Willis Avenue.
Willis Avenue Bridge. It's an actual bridge off the FDR Drive next to the Bronx. The Willis Avenue Bridge. That's what it is.
The Bronx. Who goes to the Bronx?
The Yankees, Richard. The Yankees.
You know what's funny?
Stanky.
Apparently, everybody, people from Brooklyn think the Bronx is like shady as hell.
It was for a very long time. And
people from Bronx have the same feeling about Brooklyn.
Yeah. Dude, I was once in Dominican Republic or Mexico. I'm sorry, Mexico, Puerto Vallarta. And we get there, it's the first night, and we like landed, it was super late, we're at the bar, and there's a dude there from Kentucky and his wife. They're like in their 50s or 60s. And so we're from Jersey, but then like, I guess they asked my friend, where are you from? He's already 3 sheets to the wind. He's like, oh, we're from Brooklyn. And this Kentucky guy goes, Brooklyn? I like Brooklyn. Brooklyn's tough. I like Brooklyn. Hey, these guys are from Brooklyn. Get them a drink. Brooklyn. I was like, we're good. He's like, oh, what? You're from Brooklyn. You can't drink? I heard people from Brooklyn drink.
I know, you get so much pressure being from Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's right. You gotta, we already blasted our minds on the Cuba Libres. Or, what do they call it? Rum and Coke. Well, Cuba Libre is just a rum and Coke with a lemon inside of it. Poner prisoner from Cuba.
El Chupacabra.
Chupacabra.
So, it's funny that...
Whoa, FTX Arena. Oh, this is the Miami Heat situation.
Miami Heat.
So how come the Florida Panthers, they play in Sunrise, they don't play here? This is so stupid. They can't, make ice here?
No.
Stupid. Florida Panthers.
So listen.
Mm-hmm.
Darrell Hammond.
Uh-huh. Yes. The best Bill Clinton ever.
Best Bill Clinton, best almost everything ever.
Yeah.
It's like whatever he does, he's
probably the most underrated SNL dude, I used to see him all the time in Comedy Cellar. He's drunk out of his mind.
Dude, he's
off his ass.
His greatest. I hadn't seen many of his stand-up,
mm-hmm.
but his famous not HBO, Comedy Central,
mm-hmm.
in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I highly recommend seeing that. But he does an impression of Brooklyn people. He goes, Brooklyn people wear their heart on their strings. Excuse me, sir, I'm lost. Oh, I'm glad I'm not you.
Excuse me, sir, I'm what?
Excuse me, sir, I'm lost.
Lost.
I'm glad I'm not you. Oh, that's nice. Thank you. He goes, Brooklyn's a tough place. He goes, Brooklyn's so tough that even, you never see any hauntings, right? Ghosts, you could just see ghosts getting together. Like, guys, this is really just not worth it. So he does an impression of the guy, of somebody trying to haunt the hallway in a building. Yeah. And then he's like, ooh, right? And then some Brooklyn guy comes out and is like, hey, you don't want to go woo up and down the hallway? Yeah. You don't want to go woo? Yeah. Yeah? Yeah. Well, cut that shit out. All right? I'll suck you up in my vacuum cleaner, Casper, huh? Get out of here, Casper. I gotta wake up for the work. Honey, you hear this guy? You hear what I say to this guy? This fuck's not even in the union.
Speaking of which, these guys look like they're from Woo Woo over here.
You don't want to go woo woo. Let me tell you, next time you go woo woo, I'm gonna suck your ass up on my vacuum cleaner. Honey, you hear what I says to him? I says I'm gonna suck him up with a vacuum cleaner. This piece of shit's not even in the union. That's the greatest. That's one of the greatest routines. And then he does this routine about James Bond doing an impression, or he's talking to Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
He was talking about how Bill Clinton got out of, they call him Slick Willie, because he got out of the trouble by discussing the definition of the word is.
Yeah. It's crazy. It happened in real life.
He's like, he is insane. He is the king of the situation.
He's Mama.
He is the devil.
The devil. It's like
incarnate.
Yeah, no, it's a straight up like.
So and then he does an impression of Sean Connery, talking to him. He goes, hi, Mark Slash. I usually need a jetpack to get out of a situation like that.
Yeah. This is before Celebrity Jeopardy, right?
No, this is around the same time.
Trebek with me together.
It's like full Mark Slash.
Full Mark. Full Mark Slash.
I need a jetpack to get
out. Trebek. Well, there's a hole, Trebek.
I don't know how it ends, but your mother's a hole.
I don't know.
You might. Okay, now turn on GPS.
Thank you, Trebek. We it's already too late now.
It's not too late.
You're Bontomant. What do they call? What does he call him? A Bontomant? What is it?
I don't remember.
What is it? This is a word. I don't even know what that is. Vagabond, Montalband, broadband. I don't know. What does he call him? I don't understand what he's saying. All right, where the heck are we? I don't even know where the hell we are anymore. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Don't be despicable. I need South Miami Avenue. Dude, you went. Whoa, we've gone too far.
We've gone too far.
All right, dude. I feel like we're in no man's land. You're gonna, I guess, make a right somewhere. Can you make a right over here?
Dude, what does it say?
I'm just going by like.
Can you just press?
It doesn't say anything. It's not. We're not where this thing is pointing. We're further up, I guess. I don't know. Are we on Brickell Avenue? Yes, we are.
Right here. Recenter. Hold on, recenter.
So you're gonna. Yeah, it's not. Whatever.
We have to go to second.
You're gonna make a right.
It doesn't say that.
No, we have to.
Okay, all right, let's see. I'm open to try.
And then make a right on South Miami Avenue.
Not sexually, but in other ways. Are you still recording, by the way?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh, Trebek. You don't know where you're going, Trebek. Oh, yeah, you go. South Miami Avenue. You're gonna make a right on Ponce de Leon, Trebek. It looks like you need a map of a different kind. Maybe the one that the Goonies had, Trebek, where it takes you 5 hours to figure out where the hell to go.
Don't me, Trebek. That's an anal bum cover.
Ain't no bum cover.
That's an album cover.
Mr. Connery, make a right over here, Trebek, or I'll rip your hairs out. Oh, look. It's a bunch of Guidos, Trebek. How come all the Guidos get all the schina? We don't know. It's one of our life's mysteries. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, we noticed that
go ahead.
They're showing a lot of ads with homosexual black men in the fashion billboards. I don't know if they're trying to make it right here yet. I don't know if they're trying to invoke something in them. I don't know if they're like reflecting reality. I don't know if they're trying to create a reality. It's just strange. And now you will probably go straight here. Yes, sir.
If you can call this straight.
Yeah, this is officer. This is like the time. I know someone that got stopped by a cop, a guy who doesn't speak English so well. You're gonna make a left at some point, and he goes. It was in the village, and the cop was like, he made a right on red, so he like rolls down his window. This Russian guy, he goes, "Officer, I am straight." Rolls up his window, drives away. Make a left over here. You understand? He was trying to tell him I'm going straight. He like officer, like okay, you're straight. Like he thought he's telling you he's not gay.
Right.
Officer, I am straight. Rolls up his window, drives away, and the cops looking at him like, what just happened? I have no idea what just happened.
That guy deserves to get away.
His wife, they're in a conservative shul in Jersey, in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, and so they're like, what are we having today? Oh, today we have a beautiful Russian chor singing. A choir from Moscow.
Right, but in Russian it's chor.
Yes, chor.
For the folks at home.
Yes.
If you want to say choir in Russian, it's chor.
Yes. Let me just give her ID. Hi, how are you? Here for wind?
For the wind?
Yeah.
Visiting?
Yeah.
Okay. Just ID, please.
Yeah. It's,
The wind building. Oh, you wanna? Sorry.
let's hold that up.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Have a good night. So what was that? There's this other time with Sean Connery in Celebrity Jeopardy. Like one of the categories was called Let It Snow.
I don't.
So he goes, can I get Let It Snow?
Oh yeah, let's.
He goes, it's Let It Snow.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is where we say Laila Tov. Watch out. We
have a
Speaking of the Shekhinah,
suicidal one.
that is where we say Laila Tov.
One who wants to jump in front of my car for no reason.
Yes. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm cutting out. Cutting out. All right, we shall talk to you on the flip side.
I spent many hours in
Peace.
Paris.